Good morning, everybody. I guess we're now live. I think we're August or Sunday. Is it the 5th or the 4th? I think it's 5th today. Okay, we've had a few technical difficulties this morning so far, but we're here, so that's the good part. And I guess the other people are started. I want to begin with a little short channeled prayer. I'm Mary McChrist, and this is Sunday. And this is called I Am. I am the Christos, blue flame. I am the Christos, my name. I am the Christos, God power. I am the Christos this hour. I am the mother, pink light. I am the mother, dark night. I am the mother, heart's song. I am the mother, days long. Now we go to the Buddha. And when I say I am, you can be thinking that you are this as well. I am the Buddha, gold power. I am the Buddha, God wisdom, flower. I am the Buddha, mind's rain. I am the Buddha, beyond pain. I am the Father, diamond light. I am the Father, rainbow light. I am the Father, Mary's flame. I am the Father. We are the same. Rob, can you open this part up again and close down?
I don't know if you know how to do that.
I think you just tap it. Something like that. Yeah. I think we just go here and just tap it or something.
Simple.
Yeah.
You stay in big.
Let's just put the phone on.
Yeah, it was a minute ago, but it left.
Okay, it's not getting any bigger.
Well, it's okay. This is fine.
I don't know
just
why
didn't-
it's not getting any bigger.
I don't know. Okay. Okay. Dawn, who's on the call today? Are you here somewhere?
Yeah, Jerry, Seth, and I are here, and Pavarti is here.
Oh, good. Okay. Do you want to, you probably did this, but go ahead for the people that are watching. Bring in the angels, if you will.
Okay. I call the great cosmic archangels to descend with their twins. Gabriel and Hope, archangels of the white ray, hold the north pillar. Jophiel and Christine, archangels of the yellow ray, hold the east pillar. Chamuel and Charity, archangels of the pink ray, hold the south pillar. Michael and Faith, archangels of the blue ray, hold the west pillar. Raphael and Lady Regina, archangels of the green ray, hold healing light in the center of our circle. Lord Mary anchors the heart of Divine Mother above the center of our matrix. Sandalphon connects us deeply with the earth below the center of our circle. Lord Metatron brings forth a canopy of living light about us from the heavens. We call that each person be gently adjusted to the vibration of the room by his or her higher self. I invoke divine harmony, clarity, love, and peace right now with full God power. May each person's field and purpose be clarified and strengthened. Collectively, we work in harmony with love, integrity, and divine purpose. So be it. We call in the saints, the Jesus, the ascended masters, and Elohim, and all the divine mother fathers.
Okay, thank you very much. Dawn, why don't you call in some of the people that you want to come, some of the beings in spirit you would like to be with us today?
Okay. I am my I am presence, and I connect with the I am presences of all humanity. I call in my I am presence, monad in Christ consciousness. Seth, I am presence, monad in Christ consciousness. Seth and all the children, all of our true aspects, our divine twin flames, and our guardian angels. All of our ancestors and star family, the great central sun and all of the suns, all of the rays and all of the flames, all of the councils of light, the cities of light, the Galactic Federation, the Karmic Board, and the collective consciousness. And we ask for this call to be played on the bridge, if it is the greatest good for all creation. The call in the company of heaven, the 13 grandmothers of America, 13 grandmothers, and the 13 goddesses in their divine twin flames, the cherubim and seraphim, and all of our animal guides and totems, Virgin Guadalupe, Kuan Yin, Goddess Isis, Mother Mary, Joseph, Yeshua, Isa, and Magdalena, and their children, the Holy Grail.
Okay, thank you very much. I guess let's have Jerry go next to call in his people, Don.
Okay.
Hi, Jerry.
Okay. Hi. I'm going to call in all the people who work for me on the farms down in northeastern Kansas. I call in my daughter Stacy, and I call in all of the clergy in our churches, the Catholic Church, Lutheran Church, and the Pentecostals.
Okay.
I'm complete.
Thank you. Okay. Now, Dawn, do you want to just share about Jerry bringing Seth through? What's going on there?
Okay, I'll share a little bit of it. So Seth is my 11-year-old son. He's not with me physically right now. We feel he will be with me in the physical very soon. But until then, because of the pain of the separation, we prayed for a way that my son Seth and I could communicate. And in that prayer being answered, Mother Mary gave us a beautiful blessing in the ability that Seth is able to channel or speak through Jerry, which is like a grandfather to him. We're very unlikely that it would be him, but it is. And so Jerry can actually see the essence and the spirit of my son when he comes to visit here. And Seth is able to speak through him. So he joins us etherically in that way.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Jerry, and you want to bring Seth through?
So Seth, you can call in your people.
I call in Papa, Grandma, Uncle Rick, and Debbie and Brenda, and all my classmates in school. And I call in Father Mike, Father Ralph, and Sister Sarah. I'm complete.
Okay, thank you very much. And Eric, do you want to go next?
Yeah.
Maybe I grab the phone.
Well,
I can speak loud.
okay, just talk loud.
Ask if they, can you guys hear
Can
them?
you hear Eric? Say something, Eric.
Hi.
Not that loud, you'll blast her.
I said something. I know you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you all right.
All right.
Yeah.
I call in my I am presence and the I am presence of all humanity, the super consciousness, the Christ consciousness, the cosmic consciousness of this planet, and the many other worlds throughout our galaxy. I call in the councils of light and all the great councils that we work with, knowingly or unknowingly, in equal co-creation, non-competition, non-hierarchical order. I call in all of our benevolent, non-interfering, non-cruel, non-violent, extraterrestrial star guides and star family who are there assisting us, guiding us, and blessing us along the way. I call in the stone beings and crystalline beings, especially those that are more interrelated and associated with the grids of light that balance, stabilize, and harmonize our dear Mother Earth Gaia. I call in all of the great grandmothers, great grandfathers of our ancestral lineages to guide us, to be with us, to bless us, and to show us the way. I call in all of our galactic healers and guides, healing and guiding us to our most pristine, pure perfection. And last but not least, I call in my own immediate family, blood family, and all of my soul family, and any and all twin souls, twin rays, twin aspects that lead to the greater triune of the threefold flame of the threefold galaxy. The rainbow family is with us. We are the rainbow family. As peacemakers and peacekeepers, we bring about unity and Christ consciousness for all humanity. Let's intend to know that we are all awake, all enlightened, all sacred, all divine, and all one. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. I'm going to bring in my twin who actually lives in Nepal, but he is here etherically, which means in spirit. And he's here quite a bit. His name is Ram Maitreya Buddha. And he was called Buddha Boy and was the one that did meditation for 6 years without food and water. Okay. I am Ram Maitreya Buddha. One of my homes is in Mount Shasta, in the temple there. The other one is in Nepal. I have a son in Nepal, and he's little, he's about 3. And I want to call in all my spiritual family there, all the people that came to our big celebration last year. It's about 5,000 people. And spirit, all the Dhyani Buddhas, all the different colors, all the Buddhic hierarchy, Lord Buddha, Lord Maitreya Buddha, and there's different levels of each of the different things. We want to bring in all the holy mountains, Mount Shasta, Mount Everest, all the sacred mountains around the world. I want to bring in all the divine twins, their partners, their families. We want to bring in the fires that have been going on in California and in different places in the United States and actually around the world. We want to bring them in for healing. We want to set up a healing circle right now. And we call all the archangels and archei, the masculine and feminine angels, to be around this circle, to hold any person hearing this call, either now or in the future, to be surrounded with this light. We call Archangel Michael to descend right now, to place a ring pass knot around this call, around each one of us, around your families, around our little temple here with Mary Ma. And it's a pleasure to get together with you. I want to connect directly to your heart right now. So I'm sending my light to your heart. Some of you will feel this immediately. And some will feel it as warm in the center of the chest, the heart center. And we're going to do 3 ohms together. Anybody wants to join us. And while we're doing the ohms, I want you to be flowing your love from your heart to us and back and forth. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm stepping back. We want to have Rob. Would you introduce your people or call your people in?
Okay, I call in myself. I call in my divine twin. I call in my new divine partner, Rosalia, who's at a spiritual conference up at Castle Lake the next couple of days. I call in my I am presence, Christ consciousness, higher self and monad. I call in all my true soul family and true star family. I call in all the masters and angels I normally call in. And I also ask them, because I know I got a message that there's some entities trying to interfere with my trip to Peru that I'm going to take with Rosalia.
Oh,
So that they hold space and clear all the interference, my angels, guides, higher self. So that unfolds with grace and ease.
sounds wonderful.
Right.
And let's also, if you want to, you could call also Lord Ganesha from the Hindu tradition.
Okay.
Because all the different traditions
Oh,
have
yeah.
wonderful ones. And he's one you call before. In fact, we should call him before we even do our call.
I forgot. Yeah, normally I call in
Yeah.
Hanuman, Ganesh, Shiva, Ram, Sita,
Yeah.
St. Francis and Lady Claire, Lord Maitreya,
Lord Ganesha,
Emmanuel. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
work with him.
Yeah.
Equal co-creation, saying, clear this pathway.
Please, right?
No more interference thus further.
Yeah.
Thus far and no further.
Clear my pathway to Peru.
Yeah,
May
that sounds
may
really.
my series of ayahuasca journeys be wonderful and healing.
Okay.
Conference on ayahuasca.
Okie dokie. We're going to go back and start the prayers. And what we usually do, people, you can bring a prayer from Inner Tradition of the Light, any book. I've written a lot of them. Yes.
Mary Mama, you
Yes.
didn't give Parvati a chance to call.
Oh,
in
I'm
for people?
sorry. I didn't get her on my list. I'm sorry, Parvati. You are next, honey. Go ahead and call.
Parvati,
We're glad you're with us.
hey,
She's on the
Hi.
telephone. So if you were on the telephone, if you were in the room here. Hi, Parvati.
Yeah, hi. Hi. You guys seem to have covered it all. I mean, what, my friends from other stars, I would call in, Pleiades, etc. And you covered Shiva, Ganesh. I would add Kartikeya, Parvati, Mother Durga, and Mother Kali, Shakti. That's it.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very, very much. All right. I'm going to show you, and the people that are with us right now have already seen this book probably a million times, and most of them haven't. It's a Blessed Mother's Blue Rose of the Healing Heart. And Mary channeled this to me a long time ago, and we brought this particular book out in, I think it was 2003. And we're going to go right now, anybody who wants to page 96, the Lord's Prayer. We know that Christ gave the Lord's Prayer when the disciples said, well, how should we pray? And he just started saying it. Now, when he came back to me with this, he added a new line for each one. That's kind of explaining it for our time, because he did this originally, of course, a long time ago. So
page.
it's page 96. And I'm going to read the traditional line, and well, we could do it either way, but I'm saying that. So I'll read the traditional line, and then anybody who wants to will read the line in parentheses right after that. So that's on page 96. Our Father, which art in heaven.
Oh, Father, Mother God, divine oneness.
A little bit louder, Robert.
Oh, Father, Mother God, divine oneness.
Hallowed be thy name.
Glory to our own beloved I Am Presence.
Thy kingdom come.
Father, bring forth the golden age.
Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
For the new age of peace and the brotherhood and sisterhood is completed, even now on the inner planes.
Give us this day our daily bread,
Supply our needs as they manifest.
and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
For love is reflected in love.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Mother, Father God, help us to remain in the temple of absolute, beyond the experience of Maya.
For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever.
For thou art now the golden age manifested within the immaculate perfect image of man and woman, child and family, right now and forevermore.
Thank you. And then we can do A-U-M instead of Om.
A-U-M.
Yeah, all united in Mary. So we'll do 3 of those together. Okay, thank you.
Beloved Jesus, the cosmic Christ.
Thank you.
By Mary Clarice with Christ.
Oh, we had to add that, right, Erica? Yeah, thank you. That's good. Okay, so let's go to Dawn. Would you pick out a prayer or song or something to share with us, please?
Yes, I'm going to read Heart of Mary, and I'm taking it from Prayers of the Holy Family, but it's in several of Mary's books. Heart of Mary, inflame me. Soul of Mary, open me. Tears of Mary, wash me. Touch of Mary, console me. Vision of Mary, inspire me. Angels of Mary, protect me. Prayers of Mary, uplift me. Patience of Mary, guide me. Hope of Mary, fill me. Love of Mary, expand me. Charity of Mary, see me. Faith of Mary, reassure me. Guidance of Mary, instruct me. Message of Mary, pour through me. Mercy of Mary, heal me. Surrender of Mary, humble me. Motherhood of Mary, express through me. Godliness of Mary, grow in me. Mother Mary.
Thank you. Eric, did you want to say something?
No.
Okay.
It's for a later date.
A later date. Okay.
That's too intense right now.
He was getting something. All right. Thank you, Dawn. Jerry will go next, and I'm going to switch. So we'll have Jerry, and then we'll have Eric, and then we'll have Seth, because otherwise it's right in a row and it's too confusing. So for my pen here, go ahead. So this would be Jerry.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to say this prayer on page 120 of the Blue Rose. I am present, ever near me. Come be with me every day. My great love, honor, and glory floods to you all through the day. Fill me with all thou art. Love abundance flows to me. Test me, truly I'm worthy. I'm a flaming light in your rainbow sea. I'm present, all I do floods unto me from you. You're my God-slayer, a shining sun. Oh, beloved, are we now one? I'm present, ever near me. Come be with me every day. My great love, honor, and glory floods to you all through the day.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's complete.
Thank you, Jerry. I want us to have a tiny little discussion here, not very long, maybe 2 minutes or something. Okay, again, what is the I am presence? Anybody that wants to say?
I know the answer, but I'd like other people
Yeah,
to
and
say.
Rob knows it.
Yeah, no,
Rob knows.
I don't know the full definition, but
Well, just whatever you want to share.
it's connected with our higher self, and it's the presence that's connected with all of our various incarnations,
Okay.
the higher aspect of ourselves.
Okay, like your divine self. It's
Our
like your
divine self.
God self.
And as you grow spiritually, you anchor more and more of that in, and when it's fully in, you experience the ascension.
Well, yeah, and
I mean,
well, you do, and there's not just one ascension. There are numbers of ascensions. And what I want to invite anybody at home or listening, whatever, if you want to send in any questions, and we could discuss the questions, during the call. And you could just go to Mary Ma, MARYMA 33 at gmail.com. MaryMa33 @gmail.com. Okay, and that I am presence, our higher self, and as Rob was saying, comes down over us. It's kind of like I was explaining in a channeling situation or a messenger situation, like Mary or whoever, if it's Jesus comes over and comes down over the physical body. And that works out really good. And then when he's done, he can go. He can stay in the body if he wants to and anchor, which he has done, but he doesn't have to do that. He does whatever he wants to. Okay. Eric, you want to go next in your sharing?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a revocation
Mhm.
to remove and stop interference from happening. Okay. Before I begin, I must record this myself. I record usually significant prayers and revocations to keep the energy going. Every time I say I, silently in your own mind, say your full name in your heart and your own mind. I begin. I terminate all false matrices and illusions that are keeping this aspect of myself or any of ourselves in this now from fully stepping into our light, or my light, and aligning with my soul's passion, mission, and purpose to assist in the shifting of consciousness of this magnificent earth. Remember, I came here by choice. You came here by choice, and you fully understand this. You release all implants and interference across all that is known and unknown, which is interfered by my sovereign birthright to free will, as per the divine blueprint creation laws which govern this universe. This revocation of interference is irrevocable and permanent in all that is. I call forth all aspects of myself and ourself across all timelines, dimensions, and realms to unify here in this now. And let's choose by the right of free will to walk into heart service and contributionism for the greatest good of all on this planet. And let's completely heal and seal all aspects of ourselves, known and unknown, from any further intrusion, as I am sacred incarnate vessel of the source of all that is. I'd like to further add, in this ever-present moment of now, we've ever chosen, knowingly or unknowingly, while asleep or awake, conscious or unconscious, to be interfered with, messed with, tampered with, tortured, etc., we hereby revoke, ban, and banish all such imprints, assumptions, and presumptions of knowledge that was ever fed to us to no longer be interfered with, to no longer be messed with in any way, shape, or form. All contracts, vows, and oaths, especially oaths of forgetfulness that we may have ever had to deal with in this life, parallel lives, past lives, and any and all doppelgangers that might pretend or pose to be us, while you, each of us here, are at the sovereign apex of your own higher self in equal co-creation with all the beings we've called forth, all the beings we have yet to call forth, all of our beloved family and friends, soul family, clients, and such and such. Last but not least, any and all interference that has been dealt with us, not on the silver platter of luxury, but on the silver platter of interference. This silver platter of interference is now revoked so that we can call forth our greater soul aspects, our greater soul higher selves, and our greater powers that be, so that you can be in your superconscious capabilities in every realm of every dimension of every reality, galaxy, world, and universe that you coexist in. This is the new order of the new day. Let there be a reason to portray all that you know, all that you are. You remember who you are, and you know why you are here. It is done, and I am complete.
Thank you, Eric. That's a wonderful revocation. So there's different things. There's prayers, there's revocations, revoking things we don't want, and we have tremendous power to change our lives and to create our lives away. And Eric definitely knows that. People on the call know that. I want to have Jerry, would you bring Seth through to do some sort of a prayer, whatever he wants to do? Remember, Seth is 11.
Okay. Cosmic Mother's healing prayer. In the name and by the power of myself as Cosmic Mother, I invoke the complete healing of all dimensions, of all time, space, frames, of all realities, locus, physical, simple, and casual words, all gunnets, universal qualities of harmony, and all chaos, past, present, and future, may all be restored to perfection and bliss. So be it. It is so done. May all waters be purified, all blood healed, and restored to star fire presence of the Mother Mary. All hearts be healed, all souls be saved and protected. All sense of separation vanish, and relationship meet all human divine requirements. May despair be gone, the voices of the children be raised in song, and the old ones laugh at the constant joke of life. So be it. Mary Careen McCray.
Thank you, Seth, very much. And it's important to have Seth with us. Well, every single person that's here, you're all very important, but he's representing the children. And he's coming through Jerry, who's also representing the elders like I am. So we've got all ages here in this divine family, which is really great. And we want to call on Ram Buddha. He wants me to go into this book. This is a different book that I've been given, Homage to the Buddhas. And you can find this on Amazon under Mary Clarice McChrist. And we just redid it again this year. So it's pretty cool. It's as good as I'm capable of getting it with lots of help.
In this particular book, everybody, I will tell you personally, I've experienced what's considered almost immediate miracles, real-time miracles. They actually even start to happen days ahead of time,
Wow.
or seconds ahead of time,
Mhm.
or they happen days in the past, depending on what you're calling in. And there's a particular part in here that speaks about all the different tarots.
Oh,
I
yeah.
highly advise that each of us dealing with any issues related to abundance.
Mm.
There's the green tarot,
Mm.
and maybe not so mentioned is a gold tarot.
Yeah.
And in this particular book, when you call in the tarots as a unified collective of hierarchical assistants, they will work with you and they will assist
Mhm.
in what you're calling in, but it has to be a somewhat consistent thing in order for her, Tara, to know that you're calling her in. So I think about that often when I remember this book.
Mhm.
It's something for all of us to realize that the goddess of Tara, she's there with us if we call in her or not. But when you do call her in, she comes with full-blown, full-on guidance and assistance. Kid you not. So that's something many things I've experienced with this particular one.
Well, it's important to have people share, so I really appreciate that, and I'm sure that all the Buddhas and the Taras, everybody, they definitely appreciate that. Okay, as Ram, I want you to go in the same book, Amishi the Buddhas. Now we're going to page 48, Rainbow Power. And we know that the rainbow is very important to a lot of people. And each one of those colors are different qualities, different healing abilities. They help us in different ways. So in this particular one, it's given by Padmasambhava, who is a very important Buddha. And he is, just because someone lived long ago, like Lord Buddha too, doesn't mean they're not around. They are still around, but they're around in spirit. So we're going to read, actually I'll read this one, and we'll go with it. Raise on the cosmic level, a new treasure teaching for this age. A treasure teaching is referring to, during the time of Padmasambhava, a lot of the treasures were not really given for that time. They were given, but they were hidden away. People wouldn't understand. They wouldn't be ready for it. So now you guys are ready for it. And
Yes.
we want to share it. So, and Padmasambhava is a major, major Buddha. And you could look him up on Google. You can find anything on good old Google. So look up Padmasambhava. Encircles you in 12 spheres of rainbow light. Focus upon the color. Feel it around you. Take 3 breaths, blowing out slowly as you move down through each of the colors. So we start with aquamarine, and that means the divine will of your presence. So we'll bring in 3 breaths. Blow them out. When we blow out, we're blowing out anything less than that perfect, beautiful color or anything we want to release. If you're not feeling well or you've been having certain problems, whatever they are, blow those out. Second one, golden enlightenment of the Buddha nature. Everybody has the potential of being a Buddha in form. Now, you may not want to be a Buddha. If you're a Christian, you might be very frightened to be a Buddha. But don't be, because they are like brothers. They work together, they honor each other's work. And the Buddha and the Christ are really amazing. And we have that potential to be the Christed one, and the Buddhic one. Okay, the next one, let's do our breath for our enlightenment. Bring it in, golden light. We'll hold for just about a couple of seconds. And blow out. If your body shakes or does something, that's great. That's fine. It means you release something that might have been stuck in your auric field or in your mind. Now let's go to the third one, saffron. That's sort of a peachish orangish color, and it's a color of twin flame love. So let's bring in that saffron light. If you know who your twin is inside yourself, call your twin. If you don't know, call your twin anyway. Let's breathe it in. Hold. Breathe out. Now we go to 4, white shimmering, innocence and purity of the immaculate self. What's the immaculate self? Your divine blueprint, who you really are, your divine self that will come into your form, or maybe it's already there. So let's bring in that white shimmering light. Hold. Blow out. Next one is the emerald jewel. That is the wish-fulfilling gem of manifestation. And Lord Genrisi, the Lord of Compassion, holds the wish-fulfilling gem. And Mary did a beautiful painting of him a long time ago. And he's surrounded with rainbow light. He is sitting on a lotus throne. And it says Om Mani Padme Hum underneath him, the jewel in the center of the lotus. So we bring that in, the white shimmering. We hold the perfection. We blow it out. Number 5 is the emerald jewel, wish fulfilling gem. Sorry, we just said that. And that's one where you could think of, if you had this book, it's really cool because you can go in and do the Genrisi practice. Maybe somebody would even pick that one so that people could hear what the Genrisi practice is about, so that you can get your wishes. Okay, so now we want to bring in the ruby and golden platinum light of devotion. So let's bring it in. Hold. Release. And then purple blue, night of voidal oneness. And the void refers back to the great Supreme Mother. Most people never heard of her, but there is one. And Nassar Haraman, actually, he doesn't call her Supreme Mother. That's what I call her, and Mary calls her that. But he talks about the void a lot, and I think he knows a lot more about it than he is willing to share at this moment, or maybe he has by now. Okay, the next one is silver gold of eternal peace. So let's draw in silver gold. That's the Father Mother. Hold our silver gold. It helps us with our abundance as well. And blow out. And the next one is silver aqua cream. And Padmasambhava Baba calls that right-left brain switching back and forth. And then you put your left foot over your right foot, left foot over right, right hand over left. Whoop, I'm going to do that one too. And you hold this position, if you can. I'm holding the book too, so I can't quite do it, at the heart. Let me breathe it in and release. And then number 10 is a raspberry sherbet. That's this color that you see behind Ma here. That's raspberry sherbet, one of the colors of the mother, and especially of Mary Buddha, which is one of Lord Buddha's twins. Okay, so we draw it in, hold the raspberry sherbet, blow it out. Then we go to the bronze of inner stillness. When you do that, you can actually, or sometimes it does for me a lot, and for Mary Mom, your whole breath stops. Just everything goes into stillness. And stillness is the God state. It's a 0 point. It's a very good place to be. So if you stop breathing, don't worry about it. You'll breathe when you need to breathe, but you're going into that place of divine creation, of stillness, of perfection. Do I do that? Right in. Let's stay here for a couple of minutes, just meditating in this peaceful stillness. And we'll blow it out. And the next one we're going to is the diamond blue light of union of yoga, meaning union. So it's a diamond blue light. Let's bring it in. All into and around, all over us, into our healing circles. We're also bringing these different qualities, these different lights in. And let's blow it out. And the last one, number 13, colorless emptiness of the Om, the divine oneness of the sound of creation, really. So we breathe it in. And let's do a one Om together as we're closing off this prayer. Okay, thank you. And let's have Rob go next, please.
Okay. I'm going to do one of my all-time favorites.
Okay.
And my ancestors would agree. I think everybody knows which one it is.
Yeah.
Divine mercy for our ancestors. Divine mercy for my ancestors. When I say mine, it's for all of us. Divine mercy for my ancestors, family of our mother and father. Those whose name I carry, those whose blood runs within my veins. We honor you and bless your lives eternally. Divine mercy for my ancestors. May my DNA replicate Christ's blood. May I synthesize all great lines of purity and release dis-ease or tendencies for karmas which might fall into my family lineage. In honoring you, dear family, I request that the divine matrix of the family align with my true mission, and that the family be supportive of my destiny. In this time of transition, it is appropriate to cleanse our family name of all separation from God, Father, Mother, to open to the divinity for this holy family. Blessed Christ, Jesus, and Mother Mary, open the portals of heaven for my ancestors, lifting each member into the ascension flame, creating a momentum for all of my lineage. Transport me, dear Mother and Son, to the feet of the most holy Lord of hosts. In the flame and fires of purity, raise me in the hour of my ascension from this plane. Lift me up with my body into the light supreme. Archangels, come and stand about me, holding sway over all phases of my ascension. Blessed Great Father, call me to your side, for I am one with Christ, your Son. Ancestors, witness my ascension, even with my dear Mother, Lord Mary, for she promises to guide me to the Most High Throne. For God, thou art my Redeemer, and thy grace is with me evermore. All men, all women, all children, all creation, all one. The Triad speaks.
Thank you, Rob. Okay, Pavati, you are next, honey.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
I don't have a book in front of me, but I'm just to do a prayer.
Sure. You can make something up or bring whatever you want to do, or your favorite prayer.
I can do that.
Sure.
Okay. I call on the highest angels to be with us now. All the archangels, the ascended masters that work with us, including Saint Germain, Lady Cordia, Sananda Kumara, Nat Kumara, and their Lady Venus and Lady Nada. And I ask them to guide us, guard us, and protect us in these incredible times that we are in. Help us to help guide us on our highest and best path for the highest and best good of all it is. I ask that we be protected from anything that would steer us away from our best path towards the highest degree of light and love that we can attain in any given moment in time. And I think that covers it. May love reign and peace reign very purely and very brightly in all hearts. So be it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And let's join our hearts together right now, and let's call in the beautiful, beautiful divine rain. And sometimes it's tears. And actually, there are times when it's really very important for us to cry. Doesn't matter if we're a man, woman, child, elder, whatever. Why do you think it would be important to cry? What do you think happens when we're crying? Anybody?
Release past emotional blockages.
Yeah. Stuff that's been jammed maybe in our throat, in our heart someplace. And if we can cry, just let those tears go. And we remember the story of Jen Reese was working with the earth probably a million years ago, a long, long, long time ago. And he made this beautiful earth and everything was so beautiful and perfect. And he said, okay, now I'm going to rest for a while. So he went to sleep and rested. The next day he woke up and he looked down at the earth and it was a big mess again. And he was so sad about this because he had prayed so hard and helped create such beauty. And what happened from the tears that came out of his face was born Kuan Yin, who is the goddess of mercy. So our tears can do lovely and wonderful things. We're grateful for our tears. So we ask now that we join together in our hearts, that if we need to release tears or release energies that are stuck, we ask the higher self to come down now over our heads. And we ask for you to feel this vibration on your head and the light coming through. You might feel a lot of heat coming. And if you cry, that's good. You don't have to cry, but if you want to, please feel free to do that, to release and to let go of the old. Because that's how we bring the new in, by letting go of the old. So, Eric, do you want to say anything about rain or something? Why don't you add what you...
I can say a lot, but what I'll say is when it's not raining in a particular area, or when the weather is erratic, more than likely humans' emotions are either erratic and chaotic in the collective region of an area, such as like the Northwest. And that also means more than likely people are repressing their genuine, authentic emotions or suppressing people to not be free and not express their sovereign, genuine, authentic emotions. So even a small group, such as ours, who isn't so small in the higher dimensions, this may seem silly, funny, yet at the same time a bit serious and true. You have the choice to cry when you need to cry.
Mm-hmm.
You have the choice to laugh when you really want to laugh. Just boisterously laugh. Sometimes people feel shame and insecure when they cry. Sometimes they feel the same thing when they laugh. Well, let's clear out that shame and that blame and that guilt, because crying, in one respect, will bring back the inner rains that your body needs. And then, in a simultaneous fashion, you'll soon find many reasons to laugh and to be in joy. And no matter where you live, and no matter where you are, knowing that the two are interconnected, neither crying or laughter is positive or negative. What it is, the body, A, releasing toxins, or C, releasing, there's tears of purity, like there's laughter of innocence and purity. So when it rains, for the most part, it's there to purify the earth. So when you cry, you are the earth. You're walking on the earth. You have an earth star chakra beneath your feet. You purify yourself. And that purification is felt many miles wide, many eons ago, many eons into the future. So next time you catch yourself holding back tears or laughter, don't. Just cry if you need to cry. Laugh if you need to laugh. And then somewhere in between is this utmost joy and playfulness that maybe you haven't felt in a long time, or you want to feel more often. So keep that in mind. Our tears and our emotions, our laughter and our joy is interconnected with the local weather systems. It's not just some scientific phenomena. It's also an emotional, natural way of living in symbiotic harmony with the earth and Mother Nature.
Very true. Yeah. That's good. Rob, do you want to say anything?
I'm good for now.
Okay. All right.
Ditto.
So, well, we really should have drums going and everything. We're trying to bring rain. So let's just where did we put the? There's someone want to try a drum? Got a little drum here, a couple little drums and tambourines and a few little things. And let's just we want to bring in the Native American spirits that are so good at creating rain. And yeah, go ahead. Hey, Dawn and anybody wants to join and just do some sound. Let's just bring some sound in for a few minutes here. Woo! Okay, let yourself relax a little bit here. Wiggle yourself around. Woo! Anananaya, Hoanea, 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 Hoanea. Oh, Yane, Yataki, Antonsunte, Jantantia, Tansunte, Jantantia, Jantante.
Ioeawa, Ianawa, Iagayawa, Iowa, Iayawa, Iowa, Ianayawa, Iowa, Ianayawa, Iowa, Iowa,
Dawn, do you want to add something? You want to sing with us? Or... Woo!
Come on. Don't be so shy.
Where are you, Dawn? Woo! Are you there? You want to do something?
No, I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
Just listen to you guys.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever you want to do is fine. Which is a good deal.
Yeah, Rosalia really wanted to be here. She had a 10 o'clock at the Castle Lake.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she stopped in right when we were leaving.
oh my goodness. Well, we look forward to having you come back. Yeah, that would be fun. It'd be fun to have her here. Okay, and let's, we did poverty, we did Ma again. And let's go to Flaming Hearts for a little bit. You guys want to do that? Or you get some instructions from your IM? Eric, what do you want to do?
I want to work on calling in abundance.
I could use that myself.
And there's an invocation that came in this morning.
Oh, good.
It's actually the opposite of the revocation of poverty.
Okay,
So it's an invocation of plenitude.
let's do it. I'm sure everybody on the call would love to have some extra money
Which is different than
flowing
abundance.
in.
Plenitude.
Could be all different things. couldn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, it's not just money.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring in the abundance. Well, he got a strong message the other day to do we can win the lottery this year if we all do it as a group
That'd be
to
great.
get the property. And
Yeah.
after we get the property,
Yeah.
there's trillions of dollars worth of treasures hidden under the Taj Mahal and the secret time dilation field. We put it there. Then we can go there. There's beings guarding it. They will release it to us, and that's for the world.
That would be wonderful.
But this has to happen first.
Yeah, there's a lot of things have to happen in an order, and humans don't always know what the order is. So that's where we want to get tuned in and get our I Am Presence coming in.
When we
Yeah.
go over there,
Yeah.
since we're the ones that put it there after we
Yeah.
send it in a lifetime, they will see and read our DNA and know it's us.
Yeah.
Other beings have tried to get in there.
And they won't.
They can't.
Yeah.
They can't
The
get
same way with the pyramid. There's a group where we know the tones that will open certain parts open. It's just a very small group that I worked with quite a while ago. And when we do those tones, that it will like take it
in.
back and open it up. Okay, Eric, what were you?
I'm guided to begin this with the Rainbow Towers,
Okay.
Homage to the Buddhas by, of course, Mary Clarice McChrist. That's on page 35.
Of
Now-
homage to the Buddhas.
Homage to the Buddhas.
Okay, page 30.
I recommend that even if you don't have this book, get a pen and paper and literally write down white tower, such and such, green tower, such and such. And there's an important reason to do that, so that even if you don't have the book, you'll always know who the different towers are. And then we'll move into this invocation of abundance and plenitude. So the Rainbow Towers. Om, rainbow quintessence, glorious, colorful goddesses. Om Tare Tu Swaha. White Tara of purity, beauty, and perfection. I'm going to repeat each one 3 times.
Okay.
White Tara of purity, beauty, and perfection. White Tara of purity, beauty, and perfection. Green Tara of healing, nature, and health. Green Tara of healing, nature, and health. Green Tara of healing, nature, and health. Red Tara of strength, heart, and vitality. Red Tower of strength, heart, and vitality. Red Tower of strength, heart, and vitality. Now blue Tower of water, sky-clad hue. Blue Tower of water and sky-clad hue. Blue Tower of water and sky-clad hue. Violet Tower of transmutation. Violet Tower of transmutation. Violet Tower of transmutation. Ruby Tower of rich devotion and song.
Ruby Tower of rich devotion and song.
Ruby Tower of rich devotion and song. Silver Tower of caring and clearing. Silver Tower of clearing and clearing. Silver Tower of caring and clearing. Golden Tower of riches and abundance.
Golden Tower of riches and abundance. Golden Tower of riches and abundance. Bring it down.
Opalescent Tower, like a bright,
Bright,
sparkling
sparkling rainbow.
opalescent Tower, like a bright, sparkling rainbow. Opalescent Tower,
like a bright, sparkling rainbow.
We bow to thee, glorious mothers. Om Tare,
Tu
Tare,
Tare
Swaha.
Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture Swaha.
Om Tare, Tu Tare, Tare Swaha.
Om Tare, Tu
Tu
Tare, Ture
Tare
Swaha.
Swaha.
Om Tare, Tu Tare, Tare Swaha. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture Swaha. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Tare Swaha. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture Swaha. Woo! Thank you, Tadas. Thank you, Tadas. Thank you, Tadas. Just looking to see if I have. Where did we put our little Tara? Where is that girl? Oh, I know. She's over in our abundance corner. She is sitting in our little water fountain. And she's right there. She's golden. And she brings in the abundance, the flow. And we really appreciate her help very much for doing that. Thank you, thank you. Eric, thank you for bringing in all those taras. So we have all our beautiful taras all around us. Yay! Feels nice, doesn't it? Feels good. Okay.
So, if there's already a prayer that you have in mind, even if it's one where you're asking for assistance, guidance, and helpful aid in regards to abundance. Be in the mindset of prosperity consciousness. This mindset of feeling and being prosperous is equivalent to being an eternal optimist. As a matter of fact, optimism and prosperity go hand in hand. It's like thinking about what's the best case scenario. That's a twist for the mind. What is the best case scenario in all moments,
Yeah.
all days, of all things that we're asking for, decreeing and praying to occur? The essence of this is asking us in a minute or two to define individually, including those in the call and those in the future, what does abundance mean to you? And secondly, what is the difference between abundance and plenitude? I'll give you a hint. It's like an attitude of gratitude. So, what does abundance mean to you? And what's the difference between plenitude and abundance? And how does plenitude form your life? So, beginning with Mary Ma, and have her answer this, initial question. Everyone on the call, such as Dawn, Jerry, Seth, even representing the little children, because they look at abundance differently. And then Parvati, of course, Rob.
Yeah. So what is abundance, and then what is plenitude? To me, abundance is just knowing that everything is already here for us. It's already completed, and that it doesn't depend on any person or a place or a thing. So if that person is there for you, that's fine. If they're not there for you, that's also fine, because it doesn't depend on that. It's our direct connection with all that is, and that can never be taken away from us. We know it's there. That's why we want the I Am Presence down over us completely. So we are that I Am Presence in form. And being grateful is very, very helpful. And also calling for what we want is really helpful, I think, too. And saying it, writing it down. People on the call might want to write down their things they're hoping to manifest, and even a date of when they want things to manifest. And then plenitude is just plenty of everything. It's similar, but it is different. I really don't use that word hardly ever, so I don't know a lot about it. But it's the same thing, that it's all here. It's already done for us. There's plenty of everything. And that's what we want to focus on, rather than the opposite of that. We want to know that we are taken care of. There is plenty, and be grateful for that. So that's all I'm going to suggest at this point. Rob, you want to go and then maybe we should go in the same order we were on the other things. So Dawn would be next, and then Jerry would be next, and then Eric, and then Seth. Eric's already shared, but he might want to say something. And then Seth, and then Ram, and then Rob, and then Parvati. So Dawn and Jerry, I guess.
Yeah, Dawn and Jerry.
Okay. My description of abundance would be being reunited with all of my family. And that would be soul family as well as biological family. And being bestowed with all of the blessings and all of the needs, all of the desires that you would need, and all of the, I'm not saying that right. What I mean is having what you need to bless others, to be on your path and know what you are here for and what to be providing for others, what services for others, and to have the ability and the freedom to do that. Plentitude for me, it feels like gratitude for all of the blessings that we are being given right now, seen and unseen. I know that we are just being showered with blessings. And we just don't realize it because we're continuing our day-to-day stuff. And so that's what I see plentitude as.
Thank you. That's really good. Jerry, do you want to
And
suggest?
Jerry actually had to step away to the bathroom, so he's here
okay.
right in this moment.
Okay, so then he can come back later. Well, I guess Jerry and then Eric. And did you want to? He already shared. Then it would be Seth. Then it would be Ram. So we'll go to Ram.
Ram. Yeah.
Hmm.
You may see it differently because he lives in a different country.
Yeah, he does. Our abundance, a lot of our abundance comes from nature, from the jungle, from all around us, from the farms. It is manifested by the people by attuning to what they're supposed to be doing, what their heart wants them to do, and then following through on that. There might be a prayer to help you do that, might be meditation, might be meditating on the power of nature to meet all of our needs. You know, Christ said, even the little birds, everything is taken care of. Sometimes it's hard for us to believe that if there's things in the physical plane that are needed and it doesn't seem like any way to do it. So that's where the whole divine family can come in, to be holding for each other, that there are no limitations. There are no limitations. There is flow, there is money coming in, there's things that come in. Make your list and then actually cross it off and maybe even put a date on it when the things were fulfilled. You'll be surprised how fast it can come for you. So thank you, God. And we thank Ram for that suggestion. And plenitude to me is very similar. And again, it's like an attitude of plenitude, of everything is given by source, by nature, by the jungle, by the mountains, by the rivers. All the things are coming to us. Sometimes people will find money. We've probably all had that happen, where you didn't know you had anything at all, and you go in and there, like Ma has, maybe had a purse and there's some money in there that she needs to go buy a vacuum and to do different things. So it's really interesting how it works. All right, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to go to Bob. Oh, he's tapping away. I wish we could turn the camera over it.
No, not like that, for other things, but not that.
He's using a crystal to tap his
abundance. To me, I know abundance is our divine birthright. Many people are in survival mode. That's the way the system is. So you stand back, so you can't
do anything.
Manifest. If we could all manifest, they lose power. But once you know that it's your divine birthright, and you truly know that, you will manifest it. And it's just a matter of staying in your heart and just knowing it, right? And being in gratitude, and you will manifest it in whatever form that whatever your gifts are. Right?
Yeah, it could be any kind of a form that we haven't even thought of or talked about, for sure.
So
What about plenitude? Have you heard that?
yeah,
I've not
I'm
used
not
that
really familiar
word.
with that.
I
I can't
never.
really comment on that.
You want to add any more to plenitude?
Just think of it as plenty thereof. More than
Oh.
enough.
For everything.
Always more than
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay,
Oh,
thank
and
you.
I would add one more thing.
Yeah.
With the abundance, it's like the more you give, the more you get too. So
Yes.
you
And
have to share your abundance
Yeah.
with others.
Yeah, and tithing really is
Yes,
good.
and
All the churches, or many
There's different
churches.
formulas for
Yeah.
how much you need to save, how much you need to
Yeah.
give, but it really works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does help.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing for the giver and for the receiver,
Oh,
for sure.
yeah.
Well, do you want to say something? Okay.
Yes, save 10%, give an additional 10%, and the world's your oyster.
That's a guaranteed, proven formula that works. It defies all known logic because it's not based on logic. It's based in intuition, divine flow, and honestly, faith, trust, and serenity. When you donate 10%
Mhm.
and save 10%, it's simple.
All right.
So think of it over and over again if you have to. The formula is foolproof.
Sounds good.
Parvati, no.
Oh, Jerry, did he
Jerry
get
came
back
back-
first?
come back?
I think. Jerry, are you there?
Hello? He's on his way.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and have Parvati
Yeah,
go first.
Parvati.
Go ahead and have Parvati go first.
Yeah, go ahead and share, honey.
About abundance, it's just allowing the gifts from our Father, Mother, God, the Holy Spirit that we're connected with, that hopefully resides in us, does reside in us, and our higher self. So it's just allowing the gifts that want to be brought forward, the experiences, basically the experiences for our evolutionary growth. And plenitude is the idea that it's the opposite of lack. It's the concept that there's always plenty for everyone. This reality is created according to our own will, the divine will of all, our individual will. It's tying into the fact that we are creators, basically, that it's our choice, that there is plenty according to our own belief. Plenitude is merely tying into the truth of all that is. Because the truth is that whatever we want, we can manifest, actually. And yeah, so it's just tying into the truth. So anything that's not plenitude would just be not being in alignment with the truth of who we are and the reality of what exists and how things exist and how things continue. But for us in this world of duality here, it would be the belief that there's plenty for everyone, and the idea of lack is merely illusion, it's illusion. Okay, that's all I got.
Thank you. That's good. Did Jerry want to say anything about abundance?
Okay, yes, Jerry is back now. Jerry, go ahead and say what you want to say about abundance.
My definition of abundance is having love for all mankind and sharing what I have with whoever needs it. And that's my definition of abundance.
It's a very good one. It's lovely. If we all did that, we would all be really in good shape. That'd be great. And what I was getting before was, the cosmic 8 is the 8 that sits on its side. It goes back and forth and back and forth. And so we could see that as the flow, the divine flow. As we give, so we receive. As we give, so we receive. As we give, so. And then we can flip it the other way, going back and forth from us out and back. And we can do it. So it becomes like a double dorje in Buddhism, a power symbol. So let's think of this right now. You're flowing out to others. You're coming back. You're flowing back to yourself, out and back and out and back, and then the other way, out and then back to you, and it comes back a lot further. The more you give, the more you receive. That's what the law is supposed to be happening. So we go around and back and back and back. And we're very grateful, and the gratitude is really amazing what that does. And all kinds of surprises can happen that you weren't expecting. And that's what I think is really fun. And I was gifted with some jewelry, and a necklace, and I was also gifted with a bracelet recently. So all kinds of things that can come in unexpected ways that we don't know about at all. So we thank you for that. Okay, I don't know the time right now.
It's 11:11.
Okay, good time.
The biggest thing was in this invocation. 22. Okay. Now, since we've all defined what and realized again and again what abundance is and what plenitude is, it'll be a lot easier for us to really embody that abundance, really see it and feel it as lavish abundance everywhere. So, like we did earlier with the taras, now call in and summon the golden tara. Summon, call forth. You can either see her within your own heart and body, and or see her outside of you on all four sides. She could be everywhere. She's omnipresent. The golden tara literally rains golden light. Golden light through every breath. Golden light with every heartbeat. Golden light with every second, with every nanosecond. But this golden light of abundance and riches, as well as prosperous plenitude, or plenitude in an attitude of gratitude, be the order, divine order, of every day, with every night. Let this invocation of abundance, or shall I say, prosperities, abundant plenitude. Plenitude, that's an attitude of gratitude. There is always more than enough good, more than enough riches, more than enough money, more than enough. There is always more than enough breath, more than enough sleep, more than enough energy. There is no more depletion or leaking of any kind. Such depletion and leaking of any kind is hereby revoked, banned and banished backwards and forwards in time, so that whatever was, even the memory of such, is revoked, banned and banished, so that the new divine order of abundance, divine abundance, as your divine birthright, in divine compensation, wellness, holistic healthiness, and enriched wealthiness. This invocation overrides and bypasses all artificial intelligence and programs, knowingly or unknowingly, that may be interfering or causing chaos, revoking, banning, banishing, and stopping, preventing before they ever begin, so they shall never happen again, all such programs, all such beliefs, all such issues that are in any way a result of the opposite of prosperity. You are the violet flame of forgiveness, greater than anything less than prosperity consciousness. I am the violet flame, greater than anything less than prosperity consciousness. I am the violet flame, greater than anything less than prosperity consciousness. I am the violet flame, greater than anything less than prosperity consciousness. For I am that I am, the resurrection and the life of abundance, plenitude, and prosperity, now made manifest in our life, in our world today. I am the resurrection and the life of divine, creative abundance, now made manifest in our hands, in our life, in our world and use today. I am the resurrection and the life of our divine, creative abundance in prosperity consciousness, attitude of plenitude, with always there being more than enough, now made manifest in your life, in your world, in your hands today. See that, feel that, golden, silver, golden, platinum rays of abundance come into your hands, come into your body, remembering to breathe, remembering to breathe, remembering to breathe. Even remembering to breathe is an attitude of plenitude. Always more than enough breath, always more than enough oxygen, always more than enough pure air and pure water. Let there be more than enough rain, more than enough perfect, pristine weather, wherever you are, wherever we are, wherever we go. This invocation calls forth all soul pieces and all soul fragments of power and life force. And any time we may have ever given away power, we may have ever given away life force, knowingly or unknowingly, is now replaced with your divine birthright, with divine compensation, replaced in your cells, in your atoms and molecules, replaced even in your bank account, in your car, in your house, your home, and your property, replaced in your family, in your memories, and yes, always more than enough having a good memory recall, more than enough clarity, more than enough money, more than enough harmony, more than enough beauty. With this invocation, you now set forth the new trail as you sail in your divine birthright with divine compensation for all you've ever given away, for all you've ever donated, for all the taxes, the tips, and the tariffs you've ever endured. Those taxes, tips, and tariffs, as well as tithes and donations, are brought back to you in a 10-fold to 100-fold return current. That which your higher self and you can handle, can truly handle and embody. These treasuries of light represent physical and material